Hello there, if you're there. I'm gonna... Okay. So, hang on. Let me I just want to get our tags in and... I wish YouTube will not, even though I put it in to upload with these tags, for some reason when I go live, it doesn't put the tags in. So, something with StreamYard's, Streamlabs. I'm not getting it off, okay. That's good. And I'm just going to come into the live chat and then I'm just going to share it in. Let's see. Okay, and I'll tell you what I'm talking about with, hang on, with all that's going on. Because I was just talking to someone else about this yesterday. Hi there, guys. Hang on, and I'm going to come, I just want to throw this out in Slack that we're live, but I can talk to you while I do this. What I want to say is I was just talking with someone yesterday about this because I'll see like blatant lies, okay? Blatant. And I'm not just talking about channels that are just like created where they say, oh, I saw NK, okay? I'm talking about channels that used to be, they weren't the complete conspiracy they are now, okay? They weren't constantly posting like the discovery files as they were new again. And then there were the ones that said, you know, this is a search warrant and it was a post-it note. And I would say, oh gosh, when I go to the comments, everybody's going to say that's a post-it note. But then you'd read the comments and the people were like, wow, you're incredible. Wow, I can't believe you found that search warrant. And you're like, it's a freaking post-it note. But I'm seeing that whole thing again. And I don't know whether it's because there's so many people that are brand new to the case or what. But I literally saw this creator today, okay, not only say that there is now a new shadow coming out of the garage. Okay, I couldn't watch it. I'm sorry, but I couldn't watch it. I could not watch it. After that, I saw something that said brand new Watts photographs. And they were literally the same photographs that I have on here that have been posted, what, for 2 years? Nothing there was new. I scrolled down the comments to see someone say, these photos aren't new. These photos are from the discovery. These photos are almost 3 years old. Did not see one comment, not one that said, these photos are 3 years old. You know what I saw? Wow, that's incredible. Where did you get these photos? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I really do. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Peggy, you saw what on Frankie's channel? Oh, you're saying that he was talking about that? Yeah. I didn't even see that on his channel. I saw it on the channel that it was on. But I'm talking about the pictures. How come not one person said, hey, those are the pictures from the discovery? I don't get it. Hey, Frank, how could those pictures be there? And not one person says, what's new about those pictures? I feel like I'm the one that's crazy. What? Did anybody else see this? Or maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's like Groundhog Day and I don't know what's going on. Did anybody else see where they said that these were brand new pictures? Because I scrolled through it real fast and they were all the pictures that are in the discovery. Hi, Nana T. How are you? Hey there, Kevin Leonard. Hi, Catherine. Hey, Sandra. What's scary is that we have some really... Yeah, but I don't know what the heck is going on, Sandy and Frank. I really don't. Okay? No, you're not crazy. They are. But who the heck are all these people that are commenting, oh my gosh, this is great. Where did you find this stuff? What are these? Are they like canned comment? Where are they coming from? That I don't get it. You thought the same thing, Stacy? Okay, and Lana's got did you see Lana's channel? Supposedly, she was supposed to go live tonight. I didn't see her go live on it. She has no content on it, but I want to show it to you. Have you seen her channel? Has everyone seen Lana's channel? Have you seen this too today? Yes, no? Have you seen her new channel? I think my chat is delayed. Anyone seen the channel? Hi, Judy. Annette? No. Yes, no, yes, no, I don't watch that. There's nothing to watch. There's no content on it. Okay, but I want to show it to you because I want to show you something. I want to show you something that will make you shake your head and say, what? Watch. Let me show you something. You'll get a kick even out of the name. Okay. Now, today she had like 20 subscribers. She has 328 now. Let me pull this over. This is her channel. It's called Truth and Transparency. If you go to the About page, this is what it says. This is a true crime channel. Credibility. Look at this. Look at the spelling of this word. Creditability comes from transparency. Well, I don't even think creditability comes from anything because it's not even a word in the English language, Lana, but okay. I think you're looking for credibility. Okay. In order for this channel to be legit, and did you notice she puts 2 periods at the end of most of her sentences? That happened even in her professional letters. The person behind it has to be authentic. Okay, that shouldn't have been 2 different sentences, but okay, Lana, that doesn't even make sense. I have started this pop-up channel, because I want everyone to know who I am and why my name is one of the most searched on YouTube for true crime, especially the Christopher Lee Watts case. Wow, she's a little full of herself there. Critical K asked me a question on her channel. Well, actually, 2 questions that have stuck with me. Why you, Lana? And why now? Well, let me answer those 2 questions and many more. I am not going to tell you guys why me and why now. Well, then you didn't answer them. Instead, I'm going to show you guys. Come Be human with me and learn the facts. I will proudly state this, Kay. I was able to do what no other person has been able to do for this case. Chris and the Watts family, not with words but actions. Let's start from the beginning. You can expect my channel to cover the why, where, what, when, how, as it pertains to me, this family, and Chris Watts. Hashtag truth, hashtag fight. Crazy. Okay, so but you go to her videos, she has nothing. So she started this channel. Look at that, she has 333 subscribers now. But it has nothing. It just has that. Someone said she was going to be live tonight, but I didn't see her go live. I don't know if she was or not. And she started it, when did it start? December 31st of 2020 is when she took the name up there. So she's I thought she wasn't supposed to. Now she's got 328. That's good. I didn't want her to have 333 because that's a special number. She's not supposed to talk, I thought, with her website, remember? So that's interesting that she's now able to talk. I guess. Well, temperance, it just went like that. It got out there today that she got this out there. Now, I do want to see something else, but you're seeing all of this stuff that, okay, is just crazy. You've got this another new shadow. Okay, I didn't watch it. I can't watch that. I can't watch that. I saw it though, that there's supposedly another new shadow that was just discovered in the garage, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, somebody said it was a heavy set person or something. I don't know. I don't know who it's supposed to be. Is it supposed to be Jim? I have no idea who that's supposed to be. But the same channel said there were all these new pictures, and they just simply showed all of the pictures that are in the discovery from the house that the police photographed, that have been out there for almost 3 years, over 2.5 years, right? How did they suddenly become new today? Does anybody know how they became new today, and how nobody said, hey, wait a minute, these aren't new? I just wanted to go in there. I wish I would have known, because I just wanted to go in and type up these aren't new. I know I would have been blocked immediately. Does anybody know why they said that they were new? Yeah, Patricia, a little bit early. Hi, Snow Remover. Hey, Sandy. I think they are all nuts, Deborah says, and they need to be shut down if they want to make things up. Digital remastering, apparently. Are you kidding? With all fairness, the DA said the shadow was real. We're talking, Alicia, we're not even talking about that. We're talking about a new shadow. There's a new shadow that supposedly was discovered just recently. Okay, we're not even talking about the other shadows. We're talking about a new one. They become new because she made up the profiles. I found a video of the female attorney and left a comment about the Fruit Loop saying that was representing the Watts. The guy Crofton wrote the firm a warning letter about her. Yeah, but that may be so. But I think he also goes on that other one's channel. So it's really, no, it's all, Sandra says it's all poop. I know that. I know it is. Yeah, you know, come on, this was just discovered. Carolyn, I understand, but people should actually kill them. Who is this creature? Lana. Lana? Oh, Lana is someone that was working with another creator, but she's the one with the website, the Fight for a Family. The website. She's the one that also is, well, she's trying to scrub it off the internet, but it's still there, where she pretends she is dressed up like Shanann, and then the kids, has her kids as the kids, and trying to scrub that from the internet, trying to scrub her Facebook page and this other stuff from the internet. But I think the reason that the channel may be coming out now is because the website is not doing as well as she would hope, is what I think. I don't think the website is doing as well. And I think she probably thinks she can make more money on YouTube, which she probably, in all fairness, can. But I don't know. I mean, all of this stuff is coming on. I just don't understand. And then there's new channels cropping up like every single day with conspiracy. Just plain out conspiracy on this. I don't know. I'm just wondering why. I understand there's people that are interested in it, but I just don't understand people that know the case, know those photos are not new. I bet they didn't even get 100. I hope not. I think the credit card really held them up. I don't think people wanted to give their credit card information, but there are people that signed up for that. Unfortunately, there are people that signed up for that. We don't solve my murders, the investigators do, right? We don't solve my murders. My murders, Patricia? I'm not sure what you mean. It's all lies and conspiracy. Hey, Matt Winnicott. Yeah, it is. But there's her channel coming out. And the investigation shut down. No. Ashley, that is not true. That's another thing. NK's father is not this wealthy man that you think he is. He's not a wealthy man. He didn't shut down any investigation. That's totally false, Ashley. That's complete conspiracy, and that goes along the same lines as being a Mason, okay? None of that shut down the investigation. None of it. I'm sorry to tell you that none of it did. Do you even know about her father and he's not a, I don't know what he's not a millionaire. He's not even upper class. He's not. He's a middle class guy. He didn't shut down the investigation. And it has nothing to do with that. But there is something else. If you've seen, I want to know how many of you have seen advertisements on videos about the a mother from the Sandy Hook shootings talking about how a politician in office is saying that the Sandy Hook shooting didn't happen, and there's the mother of one of the children that was killed there. And I finally, saw that on YouTube and thought, what a step in the positive direction. It got shot down as soon as they didn't need to investigate. He admitted why he had done. No, 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 no. No. Ashley, that's not true. That's not true. They don't shut down an investigation just because he admitted it. They've already were investigating. If there were any links to anyone else, it would have been investigated. It doesn't just end there. That's something that's been perpetuated on YouTube. That's called conspiracy theory. I think we had 20,000 in those Chris Watts Facebook groups, so the Netflix maybe have more coming out of the woodwork. What was that? Yeah, Ashley, this is not the place you want to be. We don't deal with conspiracy here. I bet he has it. Ashley, Frank and Sandra Rusak are in this chat, and I think everybody knows that about the bond of children. But Ashley, that's all conspiracy stuff. It's not facts. Nothing was shut down because of NK's father, I'm telling you. That's all complete rumor. Thank you, Scooter, for taking care of that. It is sad, Oliver, that people believe that stuff. But there was the dog. Who's that? No, it's gone, Linda. It's gone. The conspiracy is gone. Discrepancy in timestamps. Not true, Francesca. Francesca, there's many, many different clips to that. In the Discovery, they're all there. I have them all. And it loops through. And what you see on YouTube, a lot of people cut pieces out and doctored it, and it's not being shown the way that it is when you get it in the Discovery files. I have it in the Discovery files. Yeah, Linda, they get me upset too. So I want to just check one other thing about Lana to see if who is posting that again now? That is not. That's the one I want. Okay, so this, I just want to say something. This new shadow, they're spreading this thing like wildfire, saying that this person found something, that it's straight from the video, it's not edited, and the edited one, the police released to the public. No, see, they don't even know. The one that's released in the Discovery, how do you think they got this? Came from the Discovery. Oh my gosh, I can't handle this. Okay, so I just want to see if they said anything about Lana going on there. No, let's check what's happening on their website. She did correct something on the website. I'll show you something. She finally corrected Jamie's journal is coming April 2021. It was 2020 for the longest time. Snow Remover pointed that out over here. And again, she doesn't give you a break if you join anything, but then someone thought, okay, I'll join for a month and then I'll stop. And it was another creator that it's not one that I know personally, but somebody said it to me on their channels. So I went over there and they said, well, I'm just going to get it for a month and then cancel. But you can't just cancel, because if you read this, it says you can cancel your membership for any reason after a commitment of 3 months. Okay, so no matter which way you slice it, you've got to be a member for 3 months. I don't know how she's going to enforce that, because if somebody, I don't know what the billing process is there. You definitely do not see PayPal on there, because PayPal would protect you. You don't see that, right? So she's getting your credit card information, and anybody that would join this, I'm telling you, you're nuts. You're nuts. And I'll say it. So nothing's really changed there. The only thing now she has down here, she put the federal tax ID number. But if you go to look, I went to look this up. Now we did pull up the forms the other day, and somebody told me they didn't see them when we did them. Okay, but you know, this is really weird. Do you want to see something that's really weird? You want to see something that's really, really weird? Okay. I just happened to put that ID number, just the ID number, just like that, into Google. Okay? It brought up this, because that's on her website, right? That's bringing up that because it's showing us that. Then it brought up this geriatric psychiatry in Albany, New York. And look what it brings up over here. Mommy Ramblings blog, Is Love. What is this? Islove.info, Nick. Swift Filings is who completed all the nonprofit filing. What in the world? What is that about? What in the world? How is my YouTube channel over here? Okay, this is a little creepy. Who knows? I'm going to go back to the chat. Who knows what this is? Where's our IT people? Does anybody know why that's going to that? That's really weird, isn't it? What is that? How is that happening? Google. It's islove.info/Nick. and then that number, that letter, which is probably going to my YouTube channel. So what the heck is that about? Is that those weird files that are being sent out to those who have the discovery? What weird files that are being sent out to those that have the discovery? Who said that? Alicia, what do you mean? What do you mean? Is that the weird files that are being sent out to those that have the discovery? This isn't sent, the discovery was sent to me through my email address from the district attorney's office. But what is this? No, they're not using my videos. They're actually just have my YouTube channel in here. That's just my YouTube channel. And the comments on the videos are here. You've heard about that, Angie says? What is that? People are being sent the strange files. But this isn't sent to me. The only way I saw this is I put her number, her tax ID number. I know someone who paid for the website that got an email and had everyone's name. I heard that too, Molly, but I don't know if that was just a rumor. Did you see it? Because it brings it up with the number. Yes, it brought this up with the tax ID number. It has nothing to do with the discovery. I don't know what that is, but I'll have to find out. That's a little crazy. Okay, no, see that it was brought up with this number, with her tax ID number, this 86, this number right here. I don't know. Yeah, I wonder if it's just, can someone else do a search for that number? Does someone else have their Google right there? Can you just put her, can you go to her website, whoever is on a computer, and put that in tax ID number and see what it pulls up when you put it in Google? Get Fixed says it looks like an odd link back page. I don't know. The number is, it's right there on the bottom of the website. It's 86-25-19812. See what it pulls up for you when you put that in Google. Hi, Chrissy Old Dragon. Let me know if someone can check that in their Google. You're going to go look on your mobile? Okay. That's very odd. It's really pretty odd. But it might be, I don't know, it could be something maybe with Google. I have no idea. What's the matter?
This is bad.
What's bad?
My throat.
Why? What happened?
Good. My throat is not doing good.
What are you talking? You're choking on something? What?
Something. I don't know. It's not right. It's not like
Drink? Did you drink something?
No, I'm gonna eat something probably.
All right.
This is not normal.
Hey, Jerry.
Luke thinks I have corona for some reason.
Oh, stop it.
The dad did not say it.
You check. What? Okay. You see the same thing, Miss V? When you put that number in, I come up. My channel comes up. Are you serious? How in the world would that happen? Maybe someone put tax ID number in the comments. All I got is hers. Okay, Snow Remover said all she got is hers. You got, Miss Lil, you got my stuff too? That's weird. Hey, Robin, how are you? Nothing, Robin. We just put in the text number that is on the end of on the bottom of Lana's website, the Fight for a Family, and we put it into Google, and 4 things come up. 2 are her site. 1 is a doctor in Albany, New York, and then comes my YouTube channel, but it's on a site that called islove.com. You were on Yahoo. You got a different URL on mobile, but it looks like your site. I wonder if it's a phishing site. Did I made a post with those numbers, Brooklyn? Where? All you got, Beth said all she got was that. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Doesn't show on Yahoo, but yours does on Google. I don't know. I'll look into that. I mean, I know there's sites that put out people's YouTube channels, and they do it for all channels. They end up on a bunch of other sites, and that's normal. That's been around a long time, but I just don't know why mine is being connected to those numbers unless somebody said maybe they put them in the comments or something, and it's pulling that up. It could be from the comments. Maybe somebody said this is her number. Look it up. Did someone put that number? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Allie, hey, Allie Cattails, I haven't seen you in ages. How are you? Hi, Karen H. I'm not getting your channel. Are you looking in Google, Karen H? What's the channel is Truth and Transparency. But you're probably, if you want to find it, put Truth and Transparency with an ampersand, not an and, okay? And then if it doesn't come up with that, put Chris Watts. Put Truth and Transparency, Chris Watts, and scroll down and you'll see her picture. That was weird though. I'll have to figure that out. It probably, they have a delusional narrative they want to push and will hitch their wagon to anyone who will promote it. Okay. That was weird. I don't even know where I was. They should put the numbers in the search bar on YouTube. They should put the numbers in. No, we did it on Google, Patricia. Are you good, Callie? It's good to see you. It doesn't come up for you on Google. Okay. Google the number, your channel is there, and comments under some videos. Google the number, your channel is there. So you seeing that number under in the comments and you thinking that's where it came from. I'll look at it. That's weird. But it wouldn't come up only if it was similar. I don't know. That's not what's happening. We saw a picture of a TV screen with your show on it in the background. You're part of that cup file that got received. Okay. Tell me what you're talking about. Secret Garden, can you call in? Because this is ridiculous. If you email me, I'll give you a number. I'm part of what cup file that CDT received from Weld County? Tell me what you're talking about, Secret Garden. I don't understand what you're talking about from Weld County. I didn't get anything else from Weld County. Yes, Carolyn, you are on the cut files. Tell me what you're talking about, Alessia. Do you want to call in and do either of you want to call in and tell me what you're talking about? Because it's impossible to follow you through these texts. Weird pictures from Weld County. The creator CDD asteroid. But there are no new discovery files. Okay, you're losing me now. That the photos I saw tonight that they said they were new, I have every single one of them. None of them were new. Along with a file named Cup Files. You need to talk to Kelly from CDT. But I have the Facebook pictures. They're in the discovery. They didn't release any new files. They didn't release new files. I think, isn't that a relatively new channel? They probably never had the discovery before and they don't know what's in it. They showed screenshots from dozens of creators. They probably, okay, maybe those were all the creators that they sent the stuff to. These people don't realize there was an original discovery file. That's what I think so. If I'm not mistaken, that's a brand new channel, that's CDT, and she probably never had discovery. She may have something of other creators. Maybe they took a screen, I don't know, and send her something. Where are you all seeing this? Has been following it from day one. I've never heard of the channel until recently. And if it's the one I'm thinking of, I thought it was relatively new. I don't know if we're talking. Okay, over a year is still pretty recent. We've been doing it since the discovery came out. She didn't get new discovery files. I could put right now and just put into my link at the DA's office and say, is there new discovery files? You want me to do that? I can do it right now, and they'll say there are no new discovery files. Okay. CDT. What privacy strikes? What are you talking? What privacy strikes? I doubt they added extra files by mistake. They're not. Who's talking about suing Weld County, Tracy? They are striking. Who is striking them? I have the original discovery and I'm not being struck, so I don't understand what you're talking about. There is no new evidence, Michelle. Just screenshots of photos and memes. She was able to download before they removed them. But, okay. That's not the way it works, but okay. Okay. All right, we're not going to talk about other channels, about the shadows or debunking them or whatever, because we know exactly what it is. Yeah, that's what I think. If I think what it is, they're a conspiracy channel, aren't they? They're a conspiracy channel. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Believe me. I don't know what they're telling you over there, but no one's being struck. I have the original Discovery. It's been up since it's been out. It's not being struck. So I don't know who's telling you guys that. Tracy, Weld County sent her weird downloads of random. I doubt that very much. I bet what she got was media coverage of creators' Facebook pages and stuff that was out on the case. Do you understand that when there's a case, there's investigators that go through social media? We used to have one such person on here, and their job is to comb social media for anything pertaining to that case. Who's the stalker, Vita? Who's the stalker? You're losing me. Carolyn, are you kidding? No, you're wrong. I'm wrong about what, Secret Garden? What am I wrong about? I don't know how to explain it. I'm not YouTube savvy. I don't watch conspiracy channels. I'm sorry to tell you, I don't watch conspiracy channels. I'm not worried about that. The Secret Garden, maybe I should choose another channel. Whose point? Alicia, who are you talking to? But KS, can I say to you, why do you think we didn't get that before? That's part of the case. You do know that, right? That they do comb social media? I don't think CDT ever received discovery files before. I think that's what it is, you guys, with that other channel. I don't think that person ever received discovery files. It's a lot of mixed. No, I'm not talking about Lana. I'm not talking about Lana, but if it's the one that I think it is, there's other stuff in there about, no, she's not using my tax ID number. It's new social media pictures of candles. I guarantee you they are not new. Yeah, Karen H, I agree. Hi, it's Bink. Don't let them get you worked up. I'm not worked up, Monica. I just don't think they know what they're talking about. In the discovery she got, there were cup files and memos the police were collecting about channels. But, Miss Lily, they do that. That's part of an investigation. They have people whose job it is in murder investigations, in any kind of investigation, one of the first things they're to do, and I wish we had Victoria, I wish you were here tonight, Victoria, because Victoria would tell you. She was one of the people that would have to do that. They have to comb through all the social media. That's why a lot of Facebook pages are taken down right away when there's an investigation. And that's why, like when you had Harley Dilly and all that stuff, there's somebody that combs all of that information. That's not new stuff. She could do whatever she wants and say that. Really, she can. I have more than the original, Alicia. I think I have about 5 releases from the DA's office of information, and I have 5 separate hard drives on this computer. Okay, so I have it all downloaded. I don't know what you're talking about, that you think there's new stuff. But to settle your mind down, I'll contact them tomorrow, okay? But I'm going to tell you that there isn't new stuff. I think she might have had an original, what she said is an original file, and maybe hadn't had it for a long time, and is seeing something in there. And what does it have to do with anything? Where's the groundbreaking information, new evidence? There's no new evidence. They redacted it. They don't make mistakes like that, Alessia. I hear you, Susan. It was the fault of WC. It's not new discovery. It was a mistake. Weld County shut it down. Who thinks there's new stuff? Come on. That's ridiculous. Where's the new stuff? Where is the new stuff? There's no new stuff. Sunny, yes, Sunny Bunny, right? Is that Shay Shay? And also Victoria did as well. How this mistake ties in with all the conspiracies, yeah. I wonder how, you know what it is? When somebody gives you a conspiracy theory or something doesn't make sense, these people latch onto it. But here, I'm trying to tell you something that makes sense. I'm trying to tell you something that I know that I've seen and I dealt with. But everybody's saying, no, Carolyn, you're wrong. No, Carolyn, you're wrong. No, Carolyn, you're wrong. But nobody says, no, there's no other shadow there. No, those pictures are not new. No, but this is what I mean. But they took it down now. You said also something about privacy strikes. What are you talking about? Whose privacy strikes? Good night, Sandy. Please don't worry about this. This is like you said, this is all poop. We saw what was sent, Carolyn. It was the redacted version she asked for. They're not going to give her the unredacted version if she asked for it. Do you think they make this up for just her? Maybe I'm okay. Maybe you don't understand how this works when you request the discovery. You fill out a form. It goes to the DA's office. They give it back to you. There's a link. You can download everything. It's not made up special for CDT. You understand that, right? Do you understand that? Those aren't, they didn't just go like this. Hey, CDT over there on YouTube is requesting something. Let's get this right out to her. Can we get these files all together? And then somebody makes a mistake? It doesn't happen like that. They're in a database. They're already in a database. You understand that, right? It was mistakenly in the link. No, it wasn't mistakenly in the link. I think the only way you guys are going to understand is if I go and I'll get the stuff from the DA tomorrow. It was shared and taken down. I don't think you understand. They didn't share something accidentally. The channel is saying that Weld County struck them. Okay, let me know what you're saying, because I am gonna find out tomorrow. You're saying, okay, okay, that's an outright lie. Weld County did not strike any channel. I can tell you I can tell you without even calling them that it's a lie. Okay, I want to get this down here. Okay. You said Weld County struck CDT. Is that what you said? They struck CDT for privacy? I will disprove that tomorrow. What else did you say? Okay, yes, they did. Okay. The Weld County District Attorney's Office struck a YouTube channel. Is that what you're saying? And let me guess. That's because they told you this, right? That's because they told you this? That's because this channel told you this, right? And that's, you believe it hook, line, and sinker. YouTube, no. YouTube, Alessia, YouTube does not strike a YouTube channel. YouTube does not strike a YouTube channel. And I know exactly what happened. Can I, and see, this is where I know what happened and you don't. YouTube didn't strike the channel. I can tell you what happened. And they must have never... No, Debbie. YouTube didn't strike her. I'll tell you what happened. I have to let my dog out, but I'm going to tell you what happened. Realized she was stupid and took it down. No, not what happened. I'll show you what happened in just a minute. I have to let my dog out. Somebody complained to YouTube. No, not what happened. I'll show you what it is. Not what happened. Let me show you something, okay? Hold on, I'm coming back now. I'm going to show you something. I think I know what she thinks happened, and she might just be totally mistaken about it, but I'm going to show you what I think she thinks happened. Okay? Hang on. Let me just go in. I've got to go into here to show you, because now I think I know what she's thinking happened. I'm probably going to have to pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up in a screenshot. Okay, I want to show you something, okay? I'm going to pull, and this is my YouTube dashboard. I'm going to show you something. Okay, now look at this. Now I hope you understand this. This is my video of the house search. This is a discovery. They're telling me that this channel, you see this channel? Look at the numbers there. Yuck. Ugh. This channel, they're saying, matches my content. They want to know if I want to strike this video. You see this? If I would hit it and want to strike it, I can request for that video to be removed. Why? Because 40% of their video matches my video. But when I look at the video, I look and I know it's from the discovery files. So I'm not going to hit her, okay? I just leave it there and it stays there. Here's another channel. Says 20% of their video matches my video, okay? If I want to request the video removal, no, because it's discovery, okay? This random guy, Jeff, God bless him, he made a thing for me. Of course, I'm not going to strike him, but this is what happens, and I just want you to know that a lot of the discovery stuff comes up like this. Now, what could have happened is that YouTube now, because there's so many people that post the discovery videos, okay, I'm going to tell you something, that they might have said your video matches 100%. And I'm going to tell you something else. Maybe you don't know. Come on in, Sass. There are channels from Asia, usually from China, and they will take certain videos, like air fryer videos. They keep taking an air fryer video of mine and they put a different thumbnail, but it's my air fryer video, and YouTube will flag it for me, okay? And it will say that this channel has 100% of your drone video or the air fryer video, and then those I do take down because there are these Chinese channels that just pop up and they do this, okay? Like this one, building search, okay? This channel right here, 100% of their video matches mine, okay? Again, I can request for it to be removed. But I'm not going to do that because that is probably a discovery. I mean, I haven't checked this channel. I don't know, this assist or whatever this is. Anyway. That's probably what happened, okay, when she says she got struck by YouTube. I don't know what you're talking about with the other stuff. I really don't know what you're talking about with that she was struck by YouTube. You're not going to get struck by YouTube. YouTube may flag your video because it matches another person's video. And then she's going to get that. That's what I think it probably is. Good night, Linda Gelb. There is no new evidence, okay? There is no new evidence. So people have to really stop saying that. Well, if you want to call in, you can email me and I will give you a link to talk to me. I don't drop links in the chat. It wasn't discovery. Someone struck it. Can you see? Yes, you can. 100% you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Did you see the strike? It was for discovery, reading, or showing. Okay. They just wondered why they got the cup files. Hi, Michelle. No one is saying what except me, Alge. It's a privacy strike, not a copyright. What is the privacy strike? If it's a privacy strike, who struck for the privacy? They give you a privacy strike, gives you a timestamp of where it is. Hi, Sharon. The channel creator did not say there is new evidence. She was just curious as why she received that content that appeared newer than when the discussion. Okay. I showed this. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can go back to my video. Let me see. I've showed this before to you guys, but I think there's a lot of new people that don't understand. When you have files in this case, okay? The discovery it's immense, okay? There's zip files, there's photos, there's videos, okay? There's text messages. There's so many different types of files in the discovery. When you get it, okay, there's a date. So it'll say, let's say 12/8 or 11/8. And it'll be on most of them. And then, of course, there were the other pictures that were released, which were 5/22, okay? 5/22, that's the reason you're seeing 5/22, because that's when they put it in there. It's not new evidence. There is no new evidence. Okay? So she thinks she got something new. What was the date on the files? Alessia, when you're saying cup files, what is it that you're talking about? Alessia, I don't even know what you would. I wish you would call in so we wouldn't have to go in this text like this. Why? Okay. It's not new evidence. It's social media links. Why is she confused about it? And who struck the video? hold on a minute. I'm trying to find something here. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do now here's the first thing. I just said that this channel that you mentioned must be a new channel. Somebody said, no, Carolyn, they've been following it since day one. No, they haven't. I'm on their channel now, and their videos only started a year ago. Okay, so they haven't been following it since day one. That's number one mistake. I'm also looking, and so far, I only see them to start to post discovery stuff, see, around 6 months ago. Okay? So did she just receive her discovery 6 months ago? 3 months ago, she's posting Nicole Kessinger's second interview. Why? When that's been out for years now. That's what I mean. So this is a relatively new channel posting the discovery again. Okay? And I see that it's going through bang, 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 bang. It's just churning out discovery. Okay? This is what I'm seeing here. Where, oh, yes. Yes. Oh, okay. So I was right. They teamed up with someone that has spirit boxes out in front of Shanann's house, correct? Is what I'm seeing. That's why we have nothing to do with this channel. Okay? That is disgusting. And it's hurtful to the family. I knew there was something when you said this. You told me this was not conspiracy. 100% it is conspiracy. And they're teaming up with someone 4 hours ago that was, the police were after the person because they had spirit boxes outside the house? No. Now I know. Whatever this channel is, they're spinning something for you. So they don't deal with the facts, and we don't deal with that here. And I'll tell you something, them saying that they're talking to Shanann in those spirit boxes, no, they're not. Okay? Because Shanann is not communicating to them in a spirit box. And they shouldn't be sitting outside her house, which is why the police came after them. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry. Not sorry. So that's all I have to say about that. That's it. Thank you, Vita. I just did. I'm not worried about it because I'm not worried about it. Alicia, I just saw the first video. That's the guy that the police went there because he was trying to talk to Shanann through a spirit box, which was extremely hurtful for the family. Didn't want that. Don't do that to somebody's deceased family member, murdered family member. Don't go do that. It's not the content for your little show. It's not. It's not. That's whatever. But you are making them guilty for what he did. For what? Who did? Why are they going around with that guy? I'm sorry. Why are they going around with that person then? They're not going to contact her on a spirit box. They shouldn't be sitting there outside of her house like that, just waiting there in the car, going there at night, trying to hook up a spirit box. The police already were out there. You're not going to connect with the people in heaven on a spirit box. Like someone said, that's demonic. Okay? That's what you're going to connect with. Demonic stuff. You're not going to connect with spirits that are in heaven. You're not going to on a spirit box. Okay? Thank you, Dina Jen. Gotta get to bed. This tiredness. Oh, thanks. Good night, Dina. All of that is just like for show. But I wonder if that person would like it if his family members were murdered and somebody was sitting out with a spirit box in front of their house night after night, video after video, using it for content, pretending that, oh my gosh, did you hear that? I'm so scared. I wonder how they would like it if their children were murdered. I don't think he'd like it so much, probably not. Okay? He's very good at what he does. He's very good at what he does. Playing with a spirit box? Ashley, what is he doing it for? What is he doing it for? He's not doing it for the family. He doesn't know Shanann. He doesn't know her family. What's he doing it for? Tell me what he's doing it for. If the family doesn't want it done, if it bothers the family, don't you think he should stop? His grandfather was murdered. I'm sorry to hear that. But is someone sitting out in front of his grandfather's house with a spirit box? He tells people that demons will try to pretend to be lovely. What? Why is he doing that, though? You don't understand what I'm saying. If the family says, don't do that, why can't he just not do that and get some other content? Why can't he leave them alone? They don't want this. That's what I mean. Why can't they just stop? Not ones that deal with facts. The conspiracy and all the crap, yes, they do. But there's no reason for anybody to keep reposting the discovery again. Why? The discovery is out there and out there and out there and out there on the channels that covered it from the beginning. But even those channels are reposting it like it's new stuff. If he is really a follower of Jesus, he'd be trying to connect with Jesus in a reverent manner. I don't even know if he knows it upsets him. He knows. He knows it upsets them. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Because Sandy wrote on his wall. Okay? So he 100% knows. You believe he's actually trying to exonerate Shanann? We don't need him to exonerate Shanann. And prove that she had nothing to do with... We know she had nothing to do with the murders. We don't need him to exonerate her. The person that committed the murders is in prison and he's never going to get out. Stacy, no, I'm not going to check it out. This is irrelevant to me. I can just call the DA's office in the morning. You can send an email, Erica. My email, just put an exclamation point in email. There is no new evidence in the case, okay? And what you're probably seeing is the social media investigation and pictures of that. Jack's spirit boxes are not in the Bible. Okay? It's not the same thing. But what I'm trying to say is, if it is upsetting to the family, and he's done it multiple times already, why does he continue to do it? Would he enjoy that if it was his child? I don't think so. Nobody needs him to exonerate Shanann. Really, they don't. You can go through the Discovery True Crime, Mom. There's nothing wrong with that. But deal with the facts. Deal with the facts. There's nothing wrong with going through the Discovery, but deal with the facts. Hi, Carol Boys. How are you? I already went through Lana. I already did Lana. We've been in the Vallow case, Mary. We don't have to start it. We've been with that one since the beginning. We've been with the Gannon Stout case since the beginning. That's what we do here. We always cover trials and stuff, but the trials, because of the pandemic, stopped for the most part. All right? We had so many trials that we were covering, it was getting ridiculous, but they're going to be starting up again. And yes, so we don't have to start with the Vallow case. We've been in the Vallow case since the beginning, been in the Stout case. True Crime Mom, the family got the truth out there with the Netflix. That was in Shanann's words and Shanann's videos and in texts. That was in, for once, something that followed the victim, okay? Good night, Amy. No, we don't have, I don't want to discuss other channels. That's what I said. And I especially don't want to discuss channels that deal with conspiracy and stuff like that. Or ones that are upsetting to the family. That's not right. It isn't right. It's not... Exactly, Mary. Exactly. It was a chance to tell the truth and to show exactly who the victims were in that crime and what they were all about and what their lives were all about, because so much has been said that's so false. Yeah. But anyway, the discovery, there is no new discovery. People that are saying there's new photos, there are no new photos, okay? And I'm talking about the photos that I saw tonight. I'm not even talking about the channel you're telling me that's whatever. Not even talking about that channel. I'm talking about another channel that said there were new photos, and I went through those photos and there were no new photos, okay? That's what I'm talking about. And then somehow that got to the tax ID number, and then somebody telling me about this other channel that they said followed it from day one and hasn't. Okay, no problem, Tallulah. Yes, let's talk about something else. I'm going to put the number in the Slack. All right, and I just thought it might have been... No, there is no new discovery. Okay. I'm going to put this over here. Jimmy did send me some new true crime stuff, so we'll look at that. Yeah, and that is exactly right, Amber Ella. The Rusaks have absolutely no problem with someone looking at the discovery and discussing facts. The problems they have stem from the conspiracy, the implicating innocent people, like what's been going on, the deliberate manipulation of the facts, okay? The way that it's been going on, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. And the boxes in front of the house, all of that stuff is really hurtful to victims. It's not for someone's entertainment to pretend, and it's so scripted and so fake, okay? All the screaming and the, you know, I mean, come on. Put yourself in their shoes. Would you like someone to do that if your family was murdered? Would you like to see someone doing that? I don't think you would. Okay, put that there now. I'm putting the number in there. Okay. Nuts. Right. Okay. Hedda says, yes, please remind people the discovery is not completed. What she means by not complete, not all of it is released, even in a redacted form. Hence the autopsy photographs and other pieces of information were not released. That doesn't mean the investigators didn't see them. That doesn't mean the DA's office and the defense team didn't see them. No, they were seen. But there's some of this stuff that you don't see. Okay? That was a complete investigation. It was not stopped because of NK's father. He's not that, I don't know where people, that was another crazy thing, that he was so important and so wealthy and so this and so that, and he's not. Okay? All of the crap with the, oh, look at this company she opened and this is all fake, and then her mother said, come on, her mother was on freaking Facebook. I don't know why people think that they are who someone else. Please, nothing was stopped because of Kessinger. Nothing. Hold on, I've got to get something. 1 second. I just wanted to make sure right there. The number is in Slack. They said he was kind of, no, it's called a Masonic. The Masons, okay? The Freemasons. No. That's another really crazy thing. That people think the Freemasons are into satanic stuff. Do you know how many people are Freemasons? Do you know it? It's like the Rotary Club, okay? It's just people that don't understand it, making it to be something it's not. Every president in the United States is a Freemason. Do you know this? The Masons? So many professional people, attorneys, lawyers, doctors, are all Masons. It's not a satanic thing. And that's what, it's just crazy. Okay. Oh boy. Didn't realize that was going to go into that. Oh my goodness. All I wanted to say was that there were no new freaking pictures.
This is crazy.
God.
I didn't hear about any of it, but
Crazy.
it's always something, right? Always something. And it's like
Exactly,
yes, it's all for
Regina.
money. Hello. They
Exactly.
want
I
money.
have family members that are too. That's what I'm saying. It was just conspiracy crap that they tried to say that her father stopped stuff because he had all of this power. It's not true. Do you know how many people have real power and they can't stop their loved ones being investigated for crimes? I mean, it's just crazy that they think Kissinger had that he could stop that. He couldn't do it.
Right?
Yes. Exactly. Sorry. Right? Yeah.
You're right, Patricia Fassett. I started all this tonight. I get around everywhere here, you know? I don't know why these people love giving their money. Don't they realize that?
I don't know. I don't know. It must be exciting. I don't know.
My God. Yeah, that's all it, you know. Some people love
All
conspiracy
Freemasons,
stuff.
I know,
They love
are,
it.
what did you say? All Freemasons, you know, are, hold on. Yes, exactly. Me too, Tallulah. All the Freemasons I know are very loving, very nice people.
Yeah, Mama Ames and Doug, you're right, 100%. The Shriners Club, Catherine? I have no.
Oh, she's talking about the Shriners that, you know, with the burns. Right? Shriners. Isn't, you know the Shriners hospitals? I think that's
Yeah.
what she's talking about.
Yeah, and I was saying no, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I like to listen to conspiracy theories, like once every 2 or 3 years, I'll listen to something just for the fun of it, like the flat earth,
Flat
you know, that kind of stuff.
Exactly, sorry.
But something like this, no, I don't. Yeah, I wanted to understand it as much as anybody else when it first happened. My gosh, of course.
Exactly,
But I
sorry.
to his confession and whatever, you know, him pleading and saying he did it. And to me, that was end up. Yes, it's the psychology of it is interesting to me. But stop making money off of this, people. Do what the, you know.
But it's just
do
the
right
lies.
thing.
Like, it's like, oh, look, they've got new pictures today. And it's like, well,
Yes,
and then nobody, my whole thing was that nobody says anything. But this is what I mean. But look how many people are here saying, no, you're wrong, and you're giving the truth out. But if you give them lies and say these pictures are new, everybody goes, wow, those are great pictures. Where'd you get them? They're not new.
That's right, Kevin. It's a closed case. And these internet people think they're going to get this all opened up.
There's no new evidence. There's no new photos.
Oh, I love showing my little neighbor, that 80 plus neighbor, the flat earth videos. She gets so mad.
Exactly.
And I stand there laughing, you know, just acting like, well, now they could be true. I don't know. I'm thinking, Joanne, they might be real. And she just gets so mad. And, you know, I get a kick out of that kind of stuff. But when the family asks you to please stop, then just stop.
I mean,
talk about the facts. You know, talk about the facts of the case. Hi, Teresa Davis. You know, that family, they're going through so much.
yeah, I mean, and she even wrote on the wall. She even wrote on the wall when they were trying, you know, you're not going to talk to my daughter in the spirit box. My daughter is
Right.
in heaven. She's with her, you know, the Heavenly Father. She's not going to come to you in a spirit box. And if you're any kind of a good person and, you know, the mother of a murdered victim is writing on your wall, then maybe just if you're a good person, do you think you could say, well, maybe that's enough of that right now, right?
Right.
I can find
Yeah.
something else to do. I mean, what is, you know, I just don't get it.
Go to other places and use your spirit box.
Like, go get a, you know what? Go get a metal detector. Go get a metal detector and take it places, not on anyone's grave or anything, but go to the beach, okay? Go to a park and see what you do with that. You'll have a lot more fun, and you could still make videos about it and not bother people. You might find something good too.
Right. I know.
Hello, my lovely friends.
Hello.
Hi, Jane's mom.
Hi.
Right,
Hey,
Michelle Barrel, have some compassion. Please, people, go, just, go find, the next good thing coming out. Go to another place and use your spirit box. And like Carolyn said, your metal detector. Hey, I've got a metal
Yeah,
detector.
go get a metal detector.
They're fun. They're really fun.
I'm still fighting a zipper problem here, but I just wanted to maybe be able to maybe say one thing that maybe will help people understand a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is that just because it's new to a creator or to a YouTube station doesn't mean that it's new, period.
Mm-hmm.
And so bringing up these new pictures that you think are new, they're new to her, and I'm sure she's not lying that they're new to her, but that doesn't make them new. And that doesn't make it new evidence.
Right.
There is no new evidence. And also, and I don't care how nice she is. I mean, she probably is. I don't know this person. I don't even know who we're talking about whatsoever. But I did read someplace where they said, well, she's a really sweet girl, and I'm sure she probably is.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a little lightheaded there.
Okay.
Just because you're really a nice person and kind and you mean well, I'm sure you mean well, that doesn't mean people will put on, hey, breaking news, or hey, new evidence, to make sure you come and look.
Right. And if it was new evidence, you better believe that you're going to see it not on YouTube. You'll see it in the news first.
Yeah.
If it was new evidence. You're not going to
Absolutely.
find out about it on a channel with 5,000 subscribers. That's not where you're going to find the new evidence in this case that's all over all over the world. Come on.
Over the world. It truly is. And yes, maybe Carolyn doesn't know everything in the universe.
No,
I haven't found out anything yet, but I'm sure there's some stuff she doesn't know.
there's plenty.
But what she knows. And what she doesn't, she'll say, listen, I have no clue about that. I'll look into it, but I don't know anything about that. And she'll tell you flat out, I really don't know. That's a subject I haven't looked at. So
Yeah.
when she tells you something, she has the evidence there. She has gone through it 1,000 times. I've gone through it. I mean, watching her, I have watched her go through it. We've gone step by step by step by step of every piece of evidence that there is that was given out. So go back. You know what? All the videos are there. Every
Yeah.
one of Carolyn's videos.
And we don't need to
are
post them again. That's what I don't understand. Why everybody's posting them again. Even the channels that posted them before are
Because
reposting
they want their
them.
views. Get those views, new people.
I guess so. But if you want to, sit down with a big old cup of coffee or a Diet Coke or whatever, plug in your iPad, your computer, your phone, just start going through all of Carolyn's videos, because it's not opinion.
Maybe
It's
when
what
these other
is in the
trials
evidence.
start, maybe when the other trials start, it'll die down. Like, I think people are, they're
Maybe,
like
maybe.
starved for, I don't know.
Yeah, people are really bored,
Yeah,
probably.
I don't know. But there's
Been a
so
long
many
year
new
in
channels, just like
captivity.
Betsy said, all these new channels that are popping up, like in the last 2-3 weeks, that are just popping up now, just about this one case with all this conspiracy, and it's like one after the other, and it's like ridiculous.
And
Right.
it is. It really is. And after Netflix came out, a whole different, not generation, but a whole different group of people came into this idea, to this case, into this system.
Right, yes.
what the
Plus,
remastered sound.
It becomes
just,
personal.
You know, and do you think the Watts family watches your channel at all?
Were they what?
Do you think the Watts family watches your channel at all?
Probably not, but who knows?
Because I was just going to say that if they can hear, you know, if they do and they can hear this, maybe, you know, if they would just please ask these channels to stop doing this and accept, you know, what's happened, and maybe that'll help them, you know, accept it a little more themselves, and people won't be so against them if they would do something like that.
I agree, Scooter. I can't imagine being in their shoes. I cannot imagine. It has to be hell. The whole situation.
I agree, but they started right off the bat.
Right.
The victim blaming Shanann right off the bat. I mean,
Oh, good Lord.
no, they did.
And the person that's representing them is one that mocks Shanann and the
that's
kids.
Even worse.
I mean,
Right,
that's
I mean-
ridiculous. That's the representative of the family.
And we
Like
all
you
mistook
said,
it. She didn't mean it as Shanann. She meant it as Thrive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
my Aunt Bessie.
Yeah, right.
My grandma's been dead for 30 years, and she saw through that. Believe me.
Oh my gosh, that's
Right.
terrible.
I'm trying to remain my calm voice so I can be soothing to help people. But honestly, please just go through Carolyn's videos. You will see it. You will hear it. She's not bringing in an opinion. She's not giving you her 2 cents worth. She's saying, okay, here's what this is this page. This is this text. This is this video. This is where this happened. See this timestamp. This is how this happened. And it
Right.
really will help you understand what the
Well,
heck is going on.
download the files yourself
Yeah,
and read them.
you can even find that if you want just the documents, those you don't even have to write away for those. You can find those. Just type them in on Google, and you'll get the whole thing. You can look at that, you know. But
I forgot about that. Yeah, do that. If you really want an independent, it's all there. You don't have to. You're right.
I'm just appealing to them, you know, just to think about this. You know, they're not, the Watts family, you're not the only ones who've had a son murder his family. You're not.
No.
And those are your grandkids. And I know you loved them. Why can't you just, you know, I know it's got to be hell to accept it. Even if you can't accept it, why don't you just, you know, come on out and say, please, you know, leave all of us alone. Leave the Ruseks alone. You know, this happened, it's over. You know, please just let it rest. I think something like that would go a long way.
I think so too.
I said that a long time ago to them, remember? But they're not going to listen. I even told that Mel to tell them to stop. But it's not going to happen. They're in a business venture now with Lana.
Well, that's not going to last.
I don't think it's going to last, but I don't think they're going to. I just don't think they're ever going to admit that Chris did what he did and he did it. I don't think they are. Maybe they all want to go to jail together, and maybe the best thing, they could all be caught in this fraud thing, and I don't know, maybe Ronnie could end up where he is. I doubt it. Cindy's not going to end up there because it's a male prison, but you know, maybe they could.
Can you imagine how unhappy they have to be every single day, Carolyn?
Yeah, but
and
maybe
they have those other beautiful grandchildren that they should be. At least the mom of the grandchildren they need to take care of the ones that they're still there, you know?
Yes.
I can't imagine. I don't know how to comfort. I don't know how to comfort. I don't know. But I would beg you, if you have questions, download them. Download the evidence, read it, absorb it, go frame by frame, and you will hopefully understand what the truth is and what's a conspiracy. And a conspiracy is not going to get you anywhere at all. It's just going to be spinning your tires in mud. You ain't gonna get nowhere. And also, it's personal to this
Take
group of people. It's personal, and the other thing I was going to mention though, why did you say, Carolyn? And I might have misunderstood you, but when you put that tax ID number in, why did a medical practice come in?
I don't know. I don't know why that came up, and I don't know why I came up. Somebody's saying they might have put it in the comments of my thing, but I don't understand why the medical practice would come up, you know?
Well, that's really, really, really scary.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that tomorrow and see if there is a comment where somebody put the tax. Somebody might have said, oh, now it's showing your tax ID number. But it's weird that those would be the only 4 things that came up, you know?
Oh, that's true.
Like, are you saying that no one else on YouTube anywhere except for our comments posted that? It's so weird. Yeah.
Well, if I could have swallowed my tongue when you said all that, I probably would have. And I was very scared for you for a moment, but I thought, well, there has to be a really, it must be a good explanation.
Hi, Tammy. We didn't say hi to you.
Hi, Tammy.
Tammy McD.
Tammy, how
Hello,
are
my
you?
love.
Hello, Tammy.
What's up, Tammy? What do you have to say? Give us your opinion.
Mm-hmm. I'm collecting my thoughts right now. I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to say the wrong thing and have it come out pretty nasty.
Right.
So I'm just trying to choose my words.
Okay, so you have more sense than I do. That's good.
Well, I never want to hurt anybody's feelings, but you have to know what you know, and but more importantly, you have to know what you don't know.
Right.
And I know that might really come out as clear as mud, but honestly, I've dealt with so much conspiracy over the last years. I'm just sick to death of it all. I'm sick to death of it all. Look into the facts, look into the evidence, not into somebody's opinion or somebody's agenda or what have you,
Right.
and go from there.
Yes.
But the medical thing, that really is bothering me. And I'm sure it would bother them immensely.
Right.
Did you say chiropractic, or did you say it was cosmetic surgery, or did you say?
Which
What?
one? Which? I'm sorry, I was answering it.
Oh, that's
hold
okay.
on a minute.
That's all right. Did you say if it was chiropractic, or did you say it was plastic surgery, or did you say what kind of medical practice that was?
I don't know what you're talking about, Jane's mom.
I didn't hear what she's. Oh, the medical practice. Hang on.
Yeah. Did you say what kind of medical practice it was, or did you say?
It was a. I think it was like a. Was it a gastro? I don't know. All I know they were in Albany. They were in Albany.
Okay, Sharon Martin. Good luck with your MRI tomorrow at 8, and I'll be watching the chat for you.
Good luck, Sharon.
Yes, good luck.
Good luck, Sharon.
Well,
What are you doing, Sharon? I'm sorry. Where's Sharon going? To the doctor?
She has an MRI in the morning.
Oh, okay. Have a good MRI. Hope everything comes out good. What happened? Why is my camera off?
That's what I was wondering.
Oh,
okay. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm sitting right here.
Hey,
loud.
you have Putney Reason.
All right. Well, I'm going to tackle my zipper, and I will call back in 13 seconds to give my another 2 cents worth. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Send up a back signal if you need me. I'm here.
All right.
I'll be listening. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Love ya. She's so funny. Isn't she?
Yeah, oh yeah, she's very funny. I'm just trying. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I don't know. I'm like trying to look at the chat.
I'm glad we found us.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Yeah.
We like them funny people.
What's going on, Tami?
Not much. How are you guys tonight?
Oh, good. Just peachy keen.
Besides the major blow up I think everybody just had. Oh. Let me see if I can't get my ugly mug up here.
Thanks so
There
much.
it
Oh,
is.
it's for your
You see
shoulder?
Oh,
Oh.
Sharon, really? Oh,
Ah,
see, I need to do that myself.
no, you don't want rotator cuff.
No, I'm just saying, I need to find out.
Why, your shoulder's bothering you?
Yeah, it has been
Oh.
for a long time. But you don't care because you never listen.
Stop it. You always have something on your hand. I never heard about your shoulder. You know what it might be? What about from carrying, did you carry a heavy bag, like a purse on your shoulder all the time?
No,
Okay. I used to do that a lot.
I did too, but
Yeah.
I don't.
And it was always so bad, like especially if you went somewhere like to an amusement park or something, you have the heavy bag,
Oh,
and it's
yes.
like after a
I
while,
know.
you're like completely bogged down, and everybody keeps giving you their stuff to hold, and you're like, I can't do it anymore. It's 400 pounds, right? Yeah.
See, mine's only started since I have been doing diamond painting all the time.
Oh. Mhm.
Started along, right as this hand and this shoulder. Must be the way I'm sitting or something.
I bet you they're going to come up like in a year or two to have those legal ads, like, like, was your arm and hand hurt during diamond painting? Were they marketed to you as a good hobby? Call Feinstein and Feinstein. We may be able to get some money for you. People have carpal tunnel now and rotator cuff problems that they never knew was going to happen. Oh my gosh.
So I
yeah.
should cancel the 20 that I'm sending you, right, Sugar?
Yes, please.
Oh my god, that's probably going to happen.
Kevin says that won't get me out of work. Stop.
Look, Scooter, this is going out in the mail for you.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my gosh, what? Let me see. Again, I couldn't see it very well.
Oh, let me spotlight her. Hold on. Hold on, Tami. I'm going to spotlight you.
Troll stamper.
Oh,
Oh
it's a
my
little troll
goodness.
stamper. Oh, look.
Oh, thank you.
Is he,
Yeah, I
is
told
he
you
a
I
little
had that
clown?
little-
Is he a little clown with a balloon?
He is, yeah.
Aw, look at that.
Yeah, and it's the original Norfin troll.
The Norfin troll.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah.
Yay, I'm so excited. Yes.
See?
Yes.
We're sending trolls to Scooter.
Yeah,
I
trolls.
do diamond paint almost every night, Patricia. I didn't last night or the night before, but almost every night I do.
Just say no to diamond painting. You have to get a new hobby for a little while.
And Patricia, I saw you ask about Davida. She's with her son, I guess, tonight, right, Carolyn?
Davida, yeah. Davida's got a tough day tomorrow. Today. Well, yeah, today. Soul sister. My mom was in an accident. Good Lord.
So to be with her family, so.
Yeah, there's a video on Davida's channel. You can see the tribute to her daughter.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
I couldn't watch it, but I gave her a like. I will watch it sometime.
Oh yeah, it made me cry. I was crying like a lunatic.
Yeah, no, I don't watch it.
Her daughter looks at her, look a lot alike.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I couldn't tell which one was her daughter. I'm like, is that Davida? Is that the daughter? Is that...
Is that
When
right?
they were in a group picture, yeah, because Davida is like really young. Davida had, my gosh, she had her son before she was 16, and then Tanya
Right.
was the second one, so she's really, not that far apart in age. you know,
Right.
like I think like 16, 17 years from her daughter that passed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, Beth, aka Big Old Blarney, we have not heard.
Vita's tribute. Yeah, it was very pretty. Very nice.
I guess I wore the appropriate sweatshirt today.
What
Can you
is
read
it?
it?
Uh-uh.
It says just roll with it.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a husky rolling around.
Oh,
That's
really?
cute.
Oh, that's cute. Carolyn, your tribute on TikTok to oh, thanks, sorry, yeah. I meant by
True Crime Mom, you can call in.
but it's just the point of how True Crime Mom. It's not a point of that, it's a point of how. That's all.
Yeah, because the Rusets have asked people, they've said, talk about it, talk about the facts. Okay, fine, talk about it. But stop spinning these conspiracies. That's all they're asking.
You're joining for the first time. Hi, Amanda Stovall. Your name seems familiar, Stovall. Maybe it's just Stovall.
Kevin Leonard's mom is 17 years older than him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's closer than me and my brother. My oldest brother and I are 22 years apart.
Well, True Crime Mom, I don't know what you said, but you know how text, the tone and everything, you can't hear what the tone is and everything. It gets kind of misconstrued. So call in, you're welcome to.
Yeah, you're welcome to call in.
Love to hear your point of view.
Nurse of all trades. Amanda Stovall. I feel like I've seen that name before.
We won't attack you.
Let's see.
Well, I won't, but I'll have to stop Tami. I have to hold her back.
Oh, yeah.
So what else is going on, Scooter? Oh, look. Who's that?
I don't know.
Surprise. Surprise.
Surprise.
Who's that? Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Caller on the line from, where are you from?
Don't be shy.
I just heard her.
Yeah, I do too.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, who's that?
Yes.
Okay, you can hear me now.
Who is that?
Yes.
All right. Okay, I live south of the Mason-Dixon line.
Okay. What's your
It's,
name?
it's Suzanne Redding.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm okay. I came into the chat and thought, okay, well, I'll calm down and we'll have a little true crime, and then I just got more amped up as it went to the point that I was.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna go that way, but I just wanted to say, I didn't see any new pictures, and I don't know what the heck happened. It must have been like, everybody's sort of flying in.
Yeah, cut files and
Yeah.
I don't even know what in the heck that was.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy.
Yeah. So what's up? How's the weather there?
It was 75 degrees here
Oh,
today.
you're lucky. It's so cold here still.
See, I wish it was cold.
Ugh.
I'd rather have cold.
I don't. I want to see the sun.
Well, see, I like the sun too, but I mean, you can only, you can put more layers on, but there's only so much you can take off. So I'd rather be cold.
Oh, I don't know.
than hot.
I'm ready for the warm, just just the warm weather to get out, to open the doors, windows, and
Oh yeah,
all that good stuff. All
yeah.
that good stuff.
Did you want to tell us what you were going to say last night?
Oh, sure. I mean,
You told
I
me.
yeah.
Go.
This was when I was married before, and I got married when I was 16. So at the old age of 19, I had about enough of my ex-husband. So I went down to Florida to hang out with some friends that we knew because we had moved back and forth from Fort Lauderdale to Tennessee a couple of times. His parents were down there and my mom was down there. And so, what he didn't know is I was leaving him. And I had taken my daughter to my mom's. She had moved recently. They had moved up to Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
And dropped her off, and I went back down to Florida to see if I could get my old job back and just find a little studio apartment to live in. So I was down there for a couple of weeks, and I went over to a friend of mine and my husband at the time's house who was married, and we hung out. Our daughters were the same age, and went over there to say hello, and he answered the door. She wasn't there. I didn't really think too much of it. Just went in, sat down to say hello, and he fixed me a Coca-Cola, and I just remember I was laying on. I had to go lay down on a couch because I didn't feel good. All of a sudden I felt sick to my stomach. I didn't. It's like there's not really any way to explain it if you haven't experienced it. But it's just this feeling of, oh my goodness, I'm losing control of myself, and I don't know why.
Oh, he drugged you?
Yeah, and so I lay down on the couch, and I remember the song "All That She Wants Is Another Baby" was playing in the background, and that's the last thing I remember until the next morning when I woke up, and I was in his bedroom, and he had assaulted me. He assaulted me, and for all I know, everybody down the street came and assaulted me because I have no recollection at all.
And tell me who he was again. He was a friend of, who was he?
He was a friend of, my ex-husband,
right,
and I were still married at the time.
Right.
He was his friend, and then I was friends with his wife. Well, during the time that we had moved back to Tennessee, his wife had left him, and I didn't know that. So I just stopped in to say hi, and we sat down to have a Coke in the middle of the afternoon. This was at 2:00 in the afternoon.
And did he have any idea you were coming?
No.
Okay. Huh.
So, but here's it gets so much better than that. Not better, but it's totally insane. You talk about divine intervention and God and things that can't be explained. I was down there, and so this happens to me, and I wasn't going down there to stay forever. I was going down there to hopefully get things kind of set up and then go get my daughter and come back. So it wasn't like a long trip that I had planned, but my friend who I was staying with got kicked out of her apartment. So I have nowhere to go. I'm like, I don't want to go, I'm not going to stay with my mother-in-law, who his mom, because she was just crazy as he was. So she says, well, I've got this friend, who, now this, I'm sorry, this happened right before, her getting kicked out happened right before the assault happened. Okay, so she introduced me to this woman, went to her house. She said I could stay with her for a couple of days. She had twins, and I would babysit for her or whatever. This is somebody that I could stay with for a couple of days. And because my friend got kicked out. So when I woke up that next morning at his house after the whole thing happened, I look over at him and he says, I've been waiting 5 years to do this, and just smiles at me and walks out of the room. And he was a guy that, you know, we had known in the neighborhood back in Florida, you know, years ago. And, you know, I had, I guess, forgotten or not thought about, you know, his reputation at the time, because at that time, you know, I wasn't married and all that. But I had no idea that he absolutely knew. Oh, and my tires were flattened on my car. That was another thing that happened. It's the reason why I didn't leave his house.
Mm-hmm.
I'd been there for a little bit and I got ready to go. This happened so long ago, y'all, and it's been a long time since I've told this story, and just bear with me if okay. When I got there, we hung out, we talked, I found out, you know, caught up and all that, and then he fixed me a Coke. He drank out of the can, I had a glass. Like a couple of friends came by that we both knew. And at some point, one of my friends came in and said, hey, do you know you have a flat tire? And I was like, no. So I went out and looked, and I did, and I was like, shoot. So it was after that he, you know, gave me, I wasn't leaving his house. He was not, that was not going to happen. So, I mean, this was all a planned thing, was my point that I was getting to.
Okay.
So this woman that I'm staying with, I call her and I said, I'm sorry, I can't remember how to get to your place. You know, I'd been there a couple of times, but I was still so under the influence of the rohypnol that I had no idea. I didn't know where I was. I had to stop at 3 different gas stations to call her to make it to her house. And I walked in, and she looked at me and said, what's wrong with you? And I said, I think that my husband's friend raped me last night. And sorry. And she said, you know, oh my gosh, you know, we got to call the police. You know, do you know this man's name? And I say his name, all of the color just drains out of her skin. And she says, where does he live? And I tell her where he lives, and she says, he did the same thing to me.
And, okay, wait, now, wait, 1 second. And this woman is who now?
This is my crazy girlfriend. I had no idea when she said, hey, come down here and stay with me. She was, you know, not being responsible. But again, I had a child and they didn't. So, you know,
Right.
She got kicked out of her house, which is where I was staying. And I didn't have any, like, extra money with me or anything like that to pay for a hotel. So they said, well, I've got this friend, you know, she's got kids and she's looking for a babysitter. Maybe you could stay with her for a couple of days.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is that
the
friend?
woman.
This is that friend of a friend?
Yes, this was her, the guy that she just met him at a bar.
Yeah,
it was
but
just a random
right,
thing.
that's what I mean. You went from your husband's friend doing this to you to this woman that's a friend of a friend that said you could stay with this friend of hers. Right?
Yes. Yes.
And then this
he had
friend of
done
a
it to
friend
her,
of yours
too.
said she knew the guy that attacked you.
Yeah,
And he did it to her.
She said, oh, yeah, he had done it to her too.
Okay.
So we go to the police, and I'm, you know, just freaking out because, you know, not only am I, you know, I'm I don't know if I'm more concerned about the fact that I had that happen to me, or how I was going to have to deal with going back home and telling my husband what had happened,
Mm-hmm.
or that I was even going to have to go back home to him at all.
Right.
But anyway, so I go into this police station and tell them, you know, what happened to me, and go through that whole, you know what, I won't say that it wasn't that bad. The truth is that Florida has some of the best victims' rights laws. I mean, the way that they handled my case there was very, very well done. And so during the next couple of days, there's a girl who they found wandering down A1A, which is the little highway that runs up the beach in
Right.
Fort
Yeah.
Lauderdale.
I know A1A very well.
Yeah, yeah. And they found a girl who was running in her underwear, and she had been, this same man had her, and his friend, they had her in a hotel room, and they were giving her just roofies after just doing it over and over, and had her locked up in there doing this to her
This
for
gave
days.
me
And so wait, this is wait. I just have. I know I'm a pain in the neck when you're telling stories. This is your husband's friend,
Yeah.
and
So
and
this is my ex-husband.
yeah, okay, but at that time it was your husband, right?
Yes,
He
at
was
the
your-
time he was my husband, yes.
Right, and it's your husband's friend. And had you met this guy on other occasions?
Oh yeah. I mean, we had hung out. Our children, our daughters, are like 2 months apart. I was pregnant at the same time his wife was pregnant. You know, my husband's Italian, and his family is Hispanic, and so we would get together and have, you know, cook-offs to see whose food was best. I mean, we had a great relationship with them.
And you never
but-
noticed anything like that guy's weird or anything?
Well, I will say this. I knew that he, and this is where, you know, the police came in. He was going to go to jail. I didn't care if it was for, you know, what he did to me. And, you know, I knew that he had a little secret, and that was that he, you know, liked to sell a joint every now and then. And it was one of the reasons, of course, that his wife left him. And, you know, I went through a period of time before I went to therapy where, you know, I blamed myself. I'm like, well, what did I think? Why did I go over there? You know, why didn't I leave as soon as I found out that, you know, his wife wasn't there? Well, I didn't have any reason. I mean, I didn't, other than that, you know, but again, him selling a joint to somebody, my ex-husband every now and then, you know, my husband at the time, wasn't something that would alert me to the fact that he would have done that to me, no.
Right.
But there was a you know, kind of a, like, you knew not to drink too much around him. I mean, he had a reputation for being handsy with the ladies. So, but I mean, that wasn't anything that I had to worry about because I didn't drink. You know, I was too busy caretaking my alcoholic husband to drink.
Right.
Anyway, so I went in and went through my story with them, and I agreed to go in wearing a wire and try to see if we could get him to admit on tape that what he had done to me. But the deal was that they also wanted me to buy pot from him. Okay.
Right.
I'm really giving away my age now by saying that, but my kids make fun of me all the time when people are talking about that, and I call it pot, but they wanted me to buy some from him. And I'm like, you okay? All right, if it means that, and they're like, what it means is that we will be able to put him in jail. He won't be able to rape anybody else, and he'll be in jail long enough that we can get our case together, and he won't be able to rape anybody else ever.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, whatever you want me to do, as long as you promise me that, something horrible is not going to happen to me. So, I had something that looked exactly, if I didn't know what it was, I would have thought that it was a Motorola pager. Because people had beepers back then,
Right.
too.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so I put that in my pocket of my shirt and went in and told him that my husband, said hello and small talk, with him, and then the worst possible thing that you could imagine happens. I'm sitting there and he says, so you want to buy all this pot for me? I'm like, yeah. For your husband? Yeah. We don't have anything. He says in Tennessee, so if you'd be the man, you could hook me up. He says, that's fine. Why don't you, we'll burn one together. And I'm like, oh, no, nope, no, thank you. I don't want to do that. Oh, yeah, you do. No, I don't. And so I'm just sitting there. I'm like, what in the heck do I do? I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna walk out of the doors from here, and they're gonna. So anyway, I managed to sit there and pretend to smoke, and we small talk, and I said, so why did you do that to me the other night? And he laughed and he said, do what? And I said, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And he said, oh, you don't have to worry. You're safe with me. I wore protection. And I looked at him and I said, well, I'm not on birth control.
Mm-hmm.
And so I knew at that point that he had admitted to what he had done. So then he starts saying, well, why don't you let me make it up to you? Why don't you let me take you out, tonight? I'll take you out to dinner. I'm like, no. And all I wanted is, I can right now still remember, of course, it's probably the PTSD kicking in, but anyway, I can still remember sitting there and my heart pounding, being just terrible. All I wanted to do was get out of his house. I just wanted him to let me go so I could get in my car and drive around the corner and be with the police and have this whole thing be over with. And so he, walks me out to the car, and we, do the exchange money and that in the house. And so I went to the police station where they debriefed me and all that, and then I had to call him the next morning to come back to get, I only bought a little bit from him, but I was going to come back to get the mother load the next day, which was when they came in and arrested him. Okay, so that next morning I went back to Tennessee and I told my husband what happened, and he wanted to drive down to Florida and kill him, and we decided that wouldn't be the best thing to do. And anyway, as cases go, this happened to me in 1993, and in 1995 is when it was time to go to court. And I had gone through the deposition and done all that stuff, and the deal was I was the only one that had enough evidence that they could use to get him, because it's out there. So I'm just going to say it because it's all online. It's there. So when Tennessee, I didn't have my period, and I was pregnant. So I decided to. I couldn't do it. And so I decided to terminate that pregnancy. And for anybody that's listening, and this is, I'm just telling y'all my story.
Right, yeah.
It's one of the worst decisions I ever made, ever. It's haunted me for the rest of my life. But I had to sign a release so that they would save some of the stem cells, and that way they were able to tell that he was the father of the baby. So anyway, when we went to go to court, my husband actually, and this was what cemented my leaving him, is when I came back and I told him what happened to me. And this just goes along with being married to an abusive man. And he looked at me and he said, "Well, hell, everybody knew that. He's been giving girls Quaaludes, since before there were roofies." And I said, "Then why would you let me go there?" I had called him and said something about, and I'm like, "Why wouldn't you say to me, you don't need to go over there and be alone with that man?"
Right.
Why wouldn't you say? So anyway, once he said that, then that was just more evidence that, this he's known for this. So my husband was also a witness. So he went down there with me for the trial and get ready, and everything's ready to go, and I'm ready to walk out the door, and they called and said that he had signed a plea
bargain?
Plea bargain, yes, a plea bargain. And he got charged with, it was SA on a incapacitated victim is what he was charged with. And he is listed on the SP list for the rest of his life, and he was sentenced to he was in jail for 8 years. So that was, that all happened in 95, and then after 95, between 95 and 96 is when roofies they were everywhere, on every show you turned on, in 1995, 96, it was the date rape drug, and little girls, 16-year-old girls at birthday parties, and just these horrible things were happening. And so they, the Attorney General, Bob Woodward, I think was his name, of Florida, called me and asked me if I would be willing to come and sit on a panel and give my testimony that they wanted to reschedule this drug so that if it were used, in any type of crime like that, that there would be a more severe penalty or punishment. So, sure, absolutely, I would love to do that. So I went and did that, and then because it was such a problem, and it was just running rampant up the East Coast, And so Biden, President Biden now, was the senator in New York then, and he and John McCain, I believe, was the other one that was on the bill. They, had a bill that they wanted to have that drug not just in the state of Florida, but federally changed to a Schedule 1, which would put it, there with cocaine and heroin and that, so that people that, if they used it in conjunction with any type of violent crime on a person, because they were not only using it to do what happened with me, but, to rob people, to do all kinds of things. And so they invited me to come to Washington and to sit on a Senate panel and share my story with them. And it was Daniel, my husband now. This was in 1996. He and I had just started dating in 96. And so somebody around town, one of the news outlets, picked up on the fact that this was happening. So it's in the local newspaper. Where in the world is, DeLillo? That was my last name back then. And and just all these newspaper articles that were just crazy that they're writing in our newspaper. And so I called them and I said, I'm right here in my town, and if you want the story, I'll tell you the story, but you're not going to just write what you want to, and there's going to be a recording, and I don't want any photographs of I don't want any pictures put in there. So I went and gave them my story, and anyway, I went to there was a show in New York called News Talk back then. I went and I was on that, and I was on Montel, and I was on Lisa. I was on any show that would give me an avenue to be able to say, hey, don't leave your drink unattended. Don't drink. Don't go out to clubs, and don't let your children, watch this is happening. It's happening. It's not just date rape. It's not just a stranger. This was someone that I knew that, this happened to me. And it was quite an event.
Wow.
So yeah, that's my true crime story.
Yeah, sorry you had to go, experience all that.
She has the videos of her testifying.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Right.
they're online. Yes, my last name back then was Diliello. And I didn't know this, but actually my husband the other night, or it wasn't the other night, it was whenever I had sent Scooter the message. My husband, I guess regularly he does this. I just found this out. He's like, oh, yep, you're still there. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he says, your video is still online. What video of me is still online? And he says, from the Senate, from the trial. And so it was neat to see that. And I will say that I regret doing the Ricky Lake show. It was they had to edit out the scenes where I got up and threw my microphone on the floor and said that this is a blank show. And
Wow, really?
Oh yeah. Listen, they told me I was going to come and be able to advocate for victims, and I was going to be able to talk about, don't do this, and what they didn't tell me was that they were going to have a man propose to his wife, and then after she said yes, tell her, oh, by the way, the first night we met, I roofied you, ha ha.
Oh my gosh.
Or
What?
yeah, or yes, I'm not joking. I'm not kidding. Or that they were going to have a drug dealer sitting behind one of those, it was like a hospital screen where you could see the outline of his head with his little hat on.
Right.
And sitting back there going, yeah, you know, man, it's not my problem. You know, if she got raped, it's not my problem. You know, all this, I was so mad. And Daniel was in the audience, and he's smiling because he can tell that I'm to the point where I'm past polite. I'm past, you know, I just had it. And I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm fixing to come over there. I said, if you're so, if you're so proud of what you do, then why don't you come out from behind the curtain there and just show your face to everyone and let everybody see you and see who you are. And that way, at least they'll know to not have their, kids around you. Anyway,
Then listen to this.
Yep.
Michelle Barrow, as in all capitals, OMG, was that you? I remember that show. You go, girl. I was on your side. So she says,
oh my gosh,
is sick. So she was watching that show that day and remembers this.
That's crazy. No, I could just called in. I can't see the chat at all. So, yeah, it was insane. And they did, because I didn't know what they were going to do, because when we left, they were, oh, here, we'll give you an extra night, and, you can go out, and here's some money for, I'm like, I don't want your money. I want to go home. Y'all lied to me and misrepresented this and made a fool of me. And, I don't know what you're going to do with this show, but, if I come out looking like a jackass, a donkey, then, somebody's going to hear about it. And, of course, my husband now, was on those trips with me, and his dad was an attorney, and it was just so funny. I at some point I thought, well, I guess, he's a keeper. He'll stay with me, after all of this. In the first few months that we've dated, he's been to, this place to hear me testify and this place to hear me, and, just supported me through that. So it was crazy, because we will celebrate. We've been together 25 years. I left my ex-husband when I was 22. We had been together for 6 years, or 5.5 years, and anyway, so that man is he finally got out of prison, but at this point, let's see, he's got to be 80 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but I mean, I can go look and see where he is. I think he's still living, at his mom's house. I still get, updates on that, and
How old did you say? He has to be 80, did you say?
Yeah, because he was in his 40s when, I was, he's still on the I can say his name. His name is Mark Perez, if you want to look him up and see the dirty flying bag
Susan,
on the Florida.
Would you mind spelling your name again, so some people are looking it up? Like
Sure. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it was D-I capital L-I-E-L-L-O.
D-I capital L.
L. I. E-L-L-O.
E-L-L-O.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I got that right.
Yeah, it took me until about the time we got divorced to be able to spell it and pronounce it correctly.
Yeah, and I wouldn't think anybody looking it up, because you've been on all these shows, you've testified.
Oh yeah, well, I was sitting here thinking about that, about saying his name, and it's funny because it just goes back to how ingrained it is, in us to, or in me as someone who, I would rather call myself a survivor than a victim, but that still, there's that, I need to protect him. I don't need to say his name.
Did you go by the
well,
name
hell
of...
yes, I can say his name. Sorry.
Did you go by the name of Joy?
Yeah, Joy is my middle name. That's what I go by in real life.
Okay.
Suzanne Suzanne Joy Redding is my name.
Let me go see what this dog wants. She won't stop barking. She's wanting me for something. I hate when they get like that.
Yeah, mine's asleep right here with his little, we call them pelts. We've yet to find him. He's got these little black teddy bears, but he gets them and then he just tears them apart. And so all that's left is just the outline of the bear body. So he has like 3 pelts that he like chews on, nurses on before he goes to sleep. That's crazy that somebody remembers that. I had that Ricky Lake tape forever, and but I didn't know. I didn't see the show when it first aired, and it was because I think there were 2 different versions of the show, and the one that they ended up showing, they just took a little hodgepodge, a little piece of all of it. They put all of it in there. The woman. The guy proposing and the perpetrator, not the perpetrator, the guy that sold roofies and was proud of it. And I do remember that when we were leaving, they didn't have a very well planned out exit strategy for their guests, because like as soon as we go backstage, I'm face to face standing there with the guy that had the hat on that was behind the screen. So we all come out the same door to leave the place, and as we come out, the audience comes out. Do you remember that, Daniel? Yeah. The audience comes out and these people come over, and I don't know if the guy got away from this mob of people that were chasing him down the street, but we got in the limo and left and I came back to Tennessee. I didn't get to do Oprah. I got invited, and I was so sick. I had I had COPD, but that was back when it was, could have still been manageable had I not continued to smoke for a long time. But I couldn't go, and that's the one show that I wish I had been able to do, just to have been able to meet Oprah. But yeah. So Mark, did I tell y'all his name was Mark Perez, Markperez, and he lives in Florida, in South Florida. I think Plantation, Florida is where he lives.
Huh. And whatever, and he had just the one daughter?
I don't know what happened to Tina and to Rachel. I have no idea. She left him, and I don't know what happened to her.
Huh.
Don't know where. I assume that they probably moved back up to, her family was from New York. So yeah, I didn't, after that trip to Florida, that was my last trip to South Florida. I never went back down there.
Yeah. Wow.
Memories and yeah. So that's my
That's your true crime story. Okay. Wow.
true crime story.
Sorry you had to go through that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Somebody that was one of the things that I remember that it would frustrate me, because people would say, well, at least you don't remember what happened to you. And it's like, yeah, okay, I guess.
Are you serious?
I'm totally serious. Yeah.
But you're always going to
Yeah.
wonder, it's probably worse because you're always going to wonder what happened, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. You never, I mean, again, given the fact that, he had obviously escalated from, just doing it to one person, with one person, who knows what happened to that poor girl anyway, but it was him.
Mm-hmm.
She ID'd him and his friend also went to prison, but he had, the deal was that we had all these witnesses and all this, and when he gets there, the only witness that the defense had was his brother, and his brother didn't show up. So he said, well, I believe I'll take that plea bargain that y'all offered. So, which I'm grateful for that, because no, I take that back. I was going to say I don't think I could have handled that, but I could have.
Mm-hmm.
I would have done anything to make sure that he went to jail, because to have somebody look at you and straight in the face and say, I've waited 5 years to do this, is somebody that is sick.
Right.
So, and that was when I was 15 years old. I remember when, yeah. And he had a whatever it was, an IROC Z convertible, and he was like the creepy. Yeah. Anyway, if you look up his picture, you can see what a specimen he is. I haven't looked at it lately.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, thank y'all for letting me share my
thanks for
story.
sharing it. I'm again sorry you had to go through that. And,
Yeah, and I'm glad you shared your stories.
It was important, and it's still important. I mean, I think it's important anytime that, at least for myself, that being able to go and not be afraid of him and not be afraid. I got letters from our church. My
is his name
Daniel,
Mark?
my husband
Is his
now.
name Mark Anthony Perez?
Yes, that's him.
So he looks like an old guy. He looks like
Yeah.
an old guy, right?
Yeah, he was in his 40s when this happened, which was or he was held.
I'll put it in the chat. He was born in 1963. Is that him?
Yeah. Oh, and you'll see that nice. I noticed it the last time. I freaked out when I saw the J tattooed on his arm.
Because this guy. Okay, I don't know if this is the right. I'll put the link in there. You tell me if that's the right guy. Okay? Can you tell me that or? I don't,
yeah. Are you? Yeah.
I'm going to put it in the chat because.
She can't see the chat though, Carolyn.
I think she can check it now.
No, I can pull it up on my phone. Yeah. Hold on. Let's see. If I can get to the bottom of the chat. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's him.
Okay.
Oh, so they don't have the picture of him anymore with the there used to, the last picture that he had, it was like a picture of him that showed his tattoos on his arms. But yeah. He was a
but he's not that old though.
guy.
He's only in his 50s, right? Here, 50. What is he? 63.
Well,
58.
Late
Is that right?
50s.
58. 58. Yeah.
I must have just thought that he was older than he was, though. That's him.
Mm-hmm.
He was older than our crew. But my husband was also, I was 16 when we got married. My husband was 21. And Mark probably, that makes more sense. So he would have been in his late, like early 30s. So, yeah. Yeah, that's him.
Okay.
He looks familiar. So many of these people are looking familiar anymore.
Yeah, I know.
To you too?
Yeah, but he just, he looks like a, I don't know, he looks like a guy, like, I don't know, like an older guy, like kind of, like right there, he doesn't look that like, I mean, I don't know.
No, yeah.
Right, he looks like just like an older guy.
Like,
if you just saw him with his shirt and stuff in the store, you probably wouldn't think too much of the guy, right?
Right.
No, you're right. You wouldn't look at him and think that's a deviant sexual
Right,
predator.
yeah, right,
Right.
yeah.
No. And again, though, it's kind of like, it's like watching that, when we at the case that we just finished with the man whose wife disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the same kind of deal because you looked at him on television and saw this man who looked just old and helpless, but when you watched the videos from just even a few years ago, he was much more aggressive and more moving around and didn't look as old and just harmless, I guess,
Right,
is the
yeah.
word. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah, there were 11 girls or 11 women total that he, I think. I mean, well, that came forward, but none of them were able to. Some of them were afraid to testify against him, and when you're 19 and at that point in my life, people I remember would say, "Oh, you're so brave." And I'm not brave. When you're living with someone who's, when you don't care if you live or you die, that's not bravery.
Right.
That's dangerous. And you do end up, and again, I'm not saying in any way that that it's my fault that he raped me, but at the same time, when you're around people that are not of the best character, then sometimes you end up in situations that you would never end up in if you weren't with that type of person, and that's just the truth.
Right.
Right.
Because, like you said, you never know by the way somebody looks, how they're gonna, who they are.
Sure. Yeah.
When the door shuts and you're on the inside with them. So, yeah. All right. Well, my husband has joined me in bed with the dog, so I'm going to let
Okay. All
let
right.
y'all go. And thank you so much.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for
letting me
coming
share.
on. And again, sorry that you had to go through that, but thanks for sharing because you
Thanks,
probably
Caroline.
inspired someone. I know someone said they wanted to tell their story and they were just too scared or something. Norma. So.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Y'all have a good night.
You too.
I'll keep watching from TV. All right. Bye.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Susan.
Bye, Scooter.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Okay. So that was some story. Wow.
I know.
Carla said she's buying her a taser.
She's what?
Gonna buy her a taser.
Her daughter. Yeah,
No.
she said her daughter. Her daughter was assaulted on her third date.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Mags Designs saying he's back in jail. Time is it? Why do I feel so sleepy tonight? Oh, it's
Hi,
2.
Jay Quinn. I am too.
Oh my gosh, I just feel like so sleepy. I think I got like so go crazy with those
Here.
people
Same
that
here.
came in. It's like crazy. I feel like it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm trying to think why I feel so sleepy. Oh.
Well, hey, don't feel bad. You can go whenever you want, lady.
Yeah, no, I'm going to. I mean, I thought
Yeah.
I thought I had an ultrasound tomorrow.
Yeah.
Lucky thing I called, and they're like, no, it's Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and keep the prayers for Davida, not only for what she's going through, but her other daughter,
Doctor.
Deja,
Yeah.
is going to have the
Deja.
MRI tomorrow. So yeah, keep her in your
Yeah.
prayers and
We
everyone
shall.
else. But yeah, I think I'm gonna hit the hay tonight because I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a time change, but the time change we sprung ahead. I don't know why. I just feel exhausted. I feel like my eyes are closing. But you're not
You're not
blocked.
blocked.
Well, you're not blocked,
Yeah.
Patricia. We see
Yeah.
you. 57. You just said, I think I'm blocked. We see you, darling. You're fine. That Valium, yeah. Yeah. That's what Jimmy's been telling me, like, for days now. He goes, like, because I go, I don't know. He's like, oh, it's probably that Valium that messed you all up. I'm like, oh, come on. I didn't even feel any result, anything from it.
Yeah.
But he keeps telling me for days that that's what it's doing. You're sleepy
I think
too?
it had time change and all the emotions up and
Yeah,
down.
probably. And probably tonight it was so crazy in here. Yeah. All right. So we're going to go, but I'll see you tomorrow because I will do the true crime story tomorrow because I don't have to go to the doctor. And we'll see you and everybody tomorrow. St.
Love
Patrick's
all of
Day.
ya.
I love you guys and have a good day and keep, everybody in your prayers. All right. Bye. Bye. Bye,
Yeah.
Tammy. Bye,
See you,
Scooter.
Tiffany.
Bye. Love you. Bye. Okay.